Hello, my loves. How are you? I told you that I would come on and talk more deeply about the differences between twin flames and karmic twins, or AKA also known as catalyst twins, false twins. All of those names are sort of synonymous. I sometimes wonder if we don't have multiple different names because you can have multiple different sort of false catalyst karmic twin experiences in different relationships. And they do have some similarities to twin flame connection initiation. And some of those similarities are like we spoke about, many twins do get a little bit confused because they are told that twins don't have karma. But in my most recent video, what like we talked about, the twins in the physical world often do experience karmic types of energies between them and mirroring those experiences back and forth to one another. We also talked about building the positive karma, i.e., dharma, as some of you may be aware of. So the karmic energies are more of where this is a projection out at the other person versus taking personal responsibility. And also these sort of lessons, what I found deeply about karmic energies is that they're present to show you where you are not loving yourself, where you are not in deep states of internal union. So this can happen in any relationships, but when we're breaking it down into the differences of an actual twin and a karmic catalyst false twin, once that karma is dissolved, and you have found those states of internal unconditional love, those karmic energies will unravel, and your connection with those false karmic catalytic twin connections will dissolve or change significantly, especially if at one time they were romantic. You may have also heard us talk here on this channel about unraveling, dissolving, and clearing false marriages. And this can go back to the original core wound separation, where the original twins were separated, split, went in their own directions, and then other relationships started to come into the mix. So there can be what is considered an energetic false marriage back to that core wound time. And so we may have many of those throughout lifetimes. I didn't know I was going to talk about this specifically, but I'm going to dive into it since it's coming up. So, this is not to say being married to someone other than your twin is a bad or negative thing. This is just to say, at that core soul essence, the twins are known to be in the alchemical marriage states at the truth of their core soul essence. So when we think about those terms of union, the twins in the energetics are always in that state of union. So when we drop it down into more of physical 3D earth reality, we have a whole different energetic relational dynamic that's present here. So what we're doing is working to clean up any of those potential false marriages and balancing and clearing out the karma from all of those lifetimes, right? And sometimes people are coming into relationships or marriages with someone who is not their twin because you're resolving karmic energies that may go all the way back to the core soul wound from that original split and forth, right? All of those things that are present in between you and your union with yourself and then union with your twin flame divine counterpart. And so we may have multiple experiences with different sorts of relationships. And some of you may find that many of them have similarities to your twin flame. You may even find that they have a similar name or a similar birthday or a similar sign or just similarities because that would make sense from a soul level. Those are the lessons you are learning. That would be what you would be attracted to, right? That would make sense because it's part of the soul and it's part of the lessons. And so, as you're going through these experiences, it's important that you allow yourself to drop into and resolve the karma, because there can also be times where we think, oh, I have my twin and I have these karmic situations and I just want to get rid of those and just be with my twin. And I get that. But here's the thing, we still have to resolve and clean up the karmic energies. So as you're dropping into unity consciousness and unconditional self-love, you will no longer participate in the karmic types of patterns, not with the karmic twins and not with your twin flame. Okay. And I believe this is coming up in this way because, yes, we want to be working towards internal union. We want to be working towards unconditional love, unity, consciousness, and ultimately sacred union in a sacred partnership, right? In the physical world. But what I have discovered is it's important that we just embrace this entire process and not try to skip steps. You set the intention that you want to clear, dissolve, clean up any of your own karmic patterns, okay? And this is going a bit deeper than I expected because now it's also taking me to those karmic energies within your connection. So if one or both of you are in karmic or other relationships, especially romantic, this is a time where these energies are being resolved. And like I said in the last video, it's important, and a lot of the twins choose not to play that out together because often the intensity of the mirror would actually be part of what would keep them stuck and sort of ping-ponging back and forth to one another when it's too intense. Plus, there's also specific lessons that are needed to be learned and resolved with other specific people that may go back to other times and spaces and places where the twins were not together. So each also has to be responsible for their own specifics. All right. As those lessons are learned, and dissolved, oftentimes what, like I said, what will happen is those relationships will actually dissolve or change form. Some of the main key things that you will notice is that there is no more physical or romantic attraction with these karmic partners, okay? And with your twin, you will find that your love and that attraction will still be present even after you unravel. In fact, like I said, with the twin, you will find that the more you unravel, the more you dissolve, the stronger the attraction, the connection, the love will become. All right. Another way that you will know the difference is that regardless of the status of your connection in the physical world, as you're healing and coming into those internal union states, you will feel neutral with the karmic catalyst twin, and you will also feel neutral energies with your twin flame. One distinctive difference is that you will find with your twin, you still feel an openness to the potential of a future timeline of coming together. And with the karmic twin, you will feel that that is complete and you will have no draw to any further timelines with them in any form of a romantic partnership and union. There may still be love and care present for them and for your connection, but the romantic energies or that romantic partnership essences will be completely dissolved, even if at one time they were very intense. A lot of times, those intense pulls, attraction, sexual attraction, are part of how our higher selves bring us together and help us to stay together to resolve these processes out. Okay. And with the twin, it is, wow, there's a lot there, right? Because it's just kind of its whole own category. Okay. In what you will actually notice as you're coming into a more dharmic balanced state with your twin, those energies will still be present of open to those timelines and still having the energetic attraction to one another. But you will actually also find in many instances that the sexual energies have harmonized and balanced. And this is not to say that there is none present, but you will find that it is not necessarily what is leading you and pulling you back together. You will find that it is much more balanced in the heart space. And so it will be a balance of the sacred sexual energies and the sacred spiritual energies, which when we break it down actually is one and the same. But as those are flowing and fluid more thoroughly through your system, you will be able to be in those states of attraction and unconditional love and be able to maintain and sustain your ability to be present and being strong and centered and grounded enough to actually be able to harness those energies in a way that is keeping you in your alignment versus pulling you down rabbit holes. Okay. Because that third essence and energy that is created with the twins as they work through their karma and create more dharma and coming into those states of internal union, they're actually able to maintain and sustain the immense, incredible power and creation energy that comes from one, their own personal sovereign energy, two, the energy that comes together from their counterparts, and then three, the third energy that is created and amplified by the two's energy together. And this is why it's so important to continue to practice and build your muscle of neutrality, of unity consciousness, of internal union. Because what you're doing is you're preparing to house, hold, maintain, and sustain some of the most creative, immense powers that are available to us on this planet as you're learning to wield your life force, your creation energy, your sexual power, and that full true life force from source through your physical body down into the earth. And you're able to navigate that in this world and through all of the dimensions in a way where you are able to experience your emotions without shutting down and navigate them with a level of mastery. This does not mean you do not feel. It means you most certainly do feel. You're open to feeling. You feel all of your feelings, and you are able to maintain your composure within that. And what I mean by that is you may cry, you may yell, you may have your experiences, but you're not projecting them onto anyone else. And you're able to maintain your composure in that you can still function and live your life through your emotions, through your physical vessel, and you're housing your higher spiritual any energy into physicality. Okay. And as you're doing this, you're preparing more deeply to maintain and sustain that true alchemical marriage, union, sacred union, unity, consciousness, energies in your life in the physical world. And so this is why I said if there's still karmic relationships, patterns, or energies that are needing to be experienced or dealt with, go into those or observe those if your partner or your counterpart is in that, with the understanding that this is where that you will both build the muscle to move into those union states and holding the depth and capacity of these connections. Okay. So, in essence, those relationships are practice, right? They're practice, they're supportive, you're learning, you're growing. It's like being in school, right? You're learning how to self master within your relationships. But again, like I said, the more you work through these karmic energies, the more you move into your dharmic energies, the more you're in those states of internal union, you will see, feel, sense, and experience your twin flame divine counterparts' essence with you in a balanced, harmonious way. And again, you will be working with these energies regardless of the status of your connection in the physical 3D world. Okay. These are the things that you're working towards. Okay. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, like I said, these connections are meant to bring us back into the states of unity consciousness. I received a question yesterday about twins being connected and being in union in 5D. This makes sense because in those higher dimensions, you were already always in union. Okay. The difference of what we're experiencing now is that we were born and raised on a 3D planet. And we have been learning and working and moving towards our capacity to hold and sustain and embody the 5D awareness. Okay. So we are bringing those states. First off, we're just becoming aware to the fact that, okay, we're moving into these higher dimensional ways of being. 5D is unconditional love and unity consciousness. And of course, yes, we want to be there yesterday. But the thing is that that is not what we're fully seeing present on this planet. So those of you going through these karmic relationships or twin relationships or these ascension relational initiations, you're here to embody more of those higher states of being, embodying your higher self, learning and maintaining and bringing more deeply into your life these 5D and higher ways of being. But yes, this takes time to embody as we're dissolving and clearing all of the old patterns from the 3, 4D information. Okay. And we're doing this in this process because it's the way that we can stay present in our physical bodies. Okay. I know that this video kind of went into some other side notes, but obviously it feels very relevant to the bigger picture of the purpose of these types of connections. But bringing it back to your internal union, bringing it back to the connection with your twin flame divine counterpart, and understanding as you're clearing out karmic energies in any and all relationships and experiences through your life, that is supporting the clearing of the karmic energies between yourself and your divine counterpart as well. Okay. And bringing it back, this feels really, really important. We talk a lot about surrendering, right? And some of you have explained the feeling that you're uncertain if someone is your twin or not. And equally at the same time, whether you're wondering if they're your true twin or your karmic twin, like I said, this can be pretty normal when you're going through these transformational transmutation processes because you're clearing out the energies that are untrue to the soul. Okay, so as they're coming up and out, it can feel uncertain for a time. Again, you continue to ask for the truth. Okay, my loves. But also, knowing that if you're feeling in a state of discomfort, if you feel like, okay, I'm unraveling this information, I want to unravel the toxicity, I want to unravel the codependence, I want to unravel the karmic energies, but I'm not wanting to unravel the love or my connection to this person. That is all an indication that there is still a connection present, my loves, okay? You will not be able to unravel something that is meant to stay connected to you, that is you, that is part of you, okay? So you just go into it with the intention of healing and resolving these energies within you that are keeping you away from experiencing love, unconditional love, sacred union energies, okay? And you keep bringing that focus back to yourself. And what you will find is that over time, again, those lessons will be learned and it will dissolve. But I'm going to tell you, if it dissolves at that point, you're going to be completely comfortable with it because you're going to realize this is not my person, but this person was helping me prepare for my person. And I'm so incredibly grateful for that. Or you're going to keep going and you're going to keep dissolving, and you're going to find again that those energies are still present and that the love is still present and that you feel that the energy is still alive between you. Okay. But you're also going to find that you feel comfortable with it in whatever form it is in because you are embodying those essences and that internal union so deeply, you understand that it is part of you. And when you hit that point and when you're in those essences, that's when you know those sacred union energies are coming into physical fruition. And my loves, I know there are also some of you who your counterpart is not present on this planet. They did not incarnate or they may have crossed over. Still keep going. You are still working with the energies of your connection. In fact, in some ways, you may be able to embody it and work with it in even a deeper and stronger way. Trust whatever path you're on is the one that is the highest and best one for you and your counterpart. I again also believe, if you would like to, that there will be a sacred union level partnership that will become available for you in that divine timing when it feels correct. Okay, my love. So, really, the most beautiful part about all of it, I'm going to keep it all the way real, is the more you keep going, the more you commit to your own internal union, the better and better and better this is going to get. Okay. As you unravel the expectations, as you surrender to what your true potential is, as you surrender to what your highest timeline is, all of this is going to work itself out. In the confusion that you might be feeling, it will begin to clear and it will begin to subside, and you will find that rhythm within your own alignment. Okay, my loves, keep going. You're doing beautiful. Again, this video took a few side notes that I wasn't necessarily expecting, but as always, you know that I trust the information comes through for those of you that are here with me, and I always ask for whatever is going to be the most beneficial for you. I hope you found it helpful. Please let me know in the comments if it sparked any other questions or thoughts. Please feel free to drop those in the comments. And in the pinned comment, I'm also going to drop the most recent video around the twin flames and karmic energies. And I'll also drop down my schedule for one-on-one sessions. All right, my loves, you take care, be blessed. I'm sending you so much love. Hope you have a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.